What is up, crypto legends? Happy Saturday to everybody. Let me know if the audio is good, and let's analyze the situation all together here for Bitcoin. How is everybody doing? Make sure to absolutely destroy that like button on your way in, guys. Smash it up. Over 100 people watching at this moment. Let's smash that like button for the algorithm. Go through the comment section, talk about higher time frame here for Bitcoin, and analyze the situation on the lower time frame, because yes, obviously no ETFs have been approved. You know, there's big massive hype. November, yes, it might happen, but again, supposedly it is going to be in January where all of them are going to be approved. So if this ETF thing has been sell the news event, well, the news hasn't come out yet. As they were declined, we didn't get really much volatility. We didn't get a dump. We didn't get a massive pump. So if it's such a sell the news event, and most or all of the spot Bitcoin ETFs, right, they are going to be approved at some point. They're going to be approved in January. Does that mean the price needs to still pump till January, till we actually get the launch of the ETFs out? If this is the sell the news event, we might be still pumping till the ETFs are approved, right? Let me know your opinion in the comment section, because yes, there is a lot of confusion. A lot of people saying, no, it's not a sell the news event. The supply is going down. We got the, Bitcoin halving is coming in April. And, how can it be a sell the news event where lots of institutions are going to have, access to buy Bitcoin, right? On the other side, there is a lot of people that do believe that this is actually the sell the news event, right? It's going to be hyped up and pump maybe another $10,000, right, in the next 1 to 2 months till the actual ETFs are approved, and then the price is going to dump. There is the most important resistance zone on the higher time frame that I do believe is very likely going to be a topping point. Just say that if the price of Bitcoin were to continue pumping in the next coming weeks, right, entering into December, into January, right, close to the ETF approvals, there is this major level. It is the strongest resistance level that I do see here in the Bitcoin price, and that is $48,000 to $50,000. In my opinion, if Bitcoin were to get all the way up here in the next 1 to 2 months, it is a point that I would consider selling a small percentage of my portfolio of Bitcoin, guys. Let's be real here, because will it hit all-time high, by, Q1 of 2024 or Q3, Q2 or Q3, right? It's unlikely. We are likely going to get a pretty decent pullback if the price were to continue up, guys. Staying realistic, okay? I don't think the price is going to manage to go to $48,000, get a consolidation, and then go to all-time high. Of course, that could be the case. I would only sell a small percentage here of my portfolio, because I've been buying up here during the last 1 to 2 years in this downtrend, in this consolidation at this range. So in profits from what I've been buying here the last 12 to 18 months, right? So yes, no doubt it would be a smart idea in my opinion. Profits are profits. We don't know if we are going to enter a much larger bear market. There's been a one ABC corrective move, okay? And then we're going to rocket, entering into, 2026, 2027. It's just something to take into consideration. So profits are profits. I did not sell all of my Bitcoin at this stage over here. I only sold 25% of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some other altcoins, okay? Did not sell everything. I rode all the 75% that I was buying down here all the way down. So I took partial profits here. It would make sense that if the price were to go all the way up to $48,000, and I'm going to explain why that is the strongest resistance zone here, looking at the higher time frame. Well, it's as simple as the 61865 Fibonacci retracement, right? We know that there is the most respected Fibonacci right over here, sitting at $48,000 range. It is also here in confluence with this lower high for a potential liquidity grab, and then the price obviously falling down from that zone. We are still very far away. We're probably not going to hit that level anytime soon, but it's higher time frame level that I wanted to talk about in this live stream, a level that we want to take into consideration. Of course, we'll be focusing on lower time frames. We might get an even larger pullback, okay, before going to much higher levels. I'm going to go through lower time frames, what we need to understand. Of course, we do have, all of the Bitcoin ETFs to be approved in 52 days, right? That is what we are expecting right now, okay? The deadline is in January the 10th. Supposedly, all of them are going to be approved. And of course, is the price going to continue pumping till the ETFs are approved, right? If this is a sell the news event, well, the news isn't out yet, right? We haven't got them approved. So we might be continue pumping here for the next coming weeks. Of course, with some retracements. That is why we're going to do some shorter time frame analysis and levels here right away to see what other levels could get respected and what are we looking at here. Also looking at Elliott wave theory. What are the possibilities? What are the possibilities for levels that we could bounce from or reject from? Very important. We need to be ready for those trading setups, guys, that could bring us some massive gains. We need to make a plan. We are here to make that plan together on this live stream. Let's go right away through the comment section. Say hello to the beautiful community, of course, like always. Bernie, as soon as Andy says long, I'm entering a 200x no stop loss. No, don't do that, please. I thought you were going to say, if Andy says long, I'm going to go short. Right, let's go. Daniel, how are you doing? Good afternoon from Lakeland, Florida. Kevin, how are you? Thanks for joining. Uranus, Robert Ortiz. Uranus coin is the best. Uranus. Uranus, I did say that in Spanish. Yeah, very good one, that one. What's up, mister? How are you doing? Hello from Belgium, Dave. GRTZ from Rotterdam. Andy is just walking his dog. He will be 2 minutes. Yes, very true. I do walk my dogs a few times a day. Very important. Chill out. It is the moment before going through, YouTube, trading, analysis. Is there something wrong with my clock? No, I am Spanish. I'm usually a few minutes late. It's just a Spanish thing. It's a Latin thing, right? It's normal here. So we're usually late on many events, meetings, YouTube, everything. So not to worry. It's a very natural thing here from Spanish people. Ask Mexicans, right? Ask the Mexicans. They're even more later than Spanish people. Much love, Brett. How are you doing? Respect. Glad to catch you live. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, on Saturday, maybe some more people can join. Other people can't join because they're, spending time with their family, friends, enjoying the weekend, of course. I'm here. I'm just going to keep this nice and sweet and tight for 30 minutes. Go through the comment section. Aloha, Valerie. How are you doing? Good morning. Daniel, hello. Right, Andy, why you are super emotional? Not one can predict dip or top. You yelling every day. BTC will dump. Oh my God, danger zone. BTC pumping. It's even can go to 42 or 56k or even make new highs by the ETF, says Game Pro. Yeah, chill. I am talking about also mainly day trading. Okay, higher time frames. I'm not the best higher time frame analyst. Okay, I was bearish at this range. I'm going to say it here, there's nothing wrong with that, stay humble, always go with the truth, ahead. And yeah, I was actually quite bearish at this stage, thinking that we were going to possibly create an ABC. I was totally wrong about that. Are you happy now? I was wrong about this being bearish. We shoot up. I missed out completely on this long, but as I'm not a swing trader, I'm more of a day trader. It doesn't really matter. These are really kind of non-events for me, right? I don't usually trade those swings. I don't have a trade open for for 3 weeks or for 3 months. Not that kind of trade. I'm more of a day trader. I look at very carefully inside of the zones. What are the possibilities? Where can we take advantage of moves of several $100s on Bitcoin? You might think Bitcoin's boring. It's not, I prefer trading altcoins. Altcoins are more dangerous. Of course, you can make some more gains, but you can get stopped out much more times. Like I have personally, had experience. I'm really not an altcoin trader. I'm a Bitcoin trader. I know very much how the market moves and how to take advantage of Bitcoin. So why would I go through an altcoin that, I just don't know the power and its life that it can have? It can suddenly pump 100%. I'm like, oh my goodness, how did this happen? But Bitcoin, I know most of the times how it moves during the day, how it moves during the next, for the week basically, or for the days. I very much realize what are the levels that we need to pay attention, what Fibonacci's are, well respected most of the times, realizing where are the impulsive moves, where could we create a three-wave structure, right? Just like this one right over here. We had right over here a daily level, okay, that was kind of getting, respected. This is actually a new daily, my bad. This was not a daily level that was, let me just zoom in here. Not a daily level. This daily level was created from yesterday's open. So this zone right over here, okay, let me just go quickly and explain to you, all right away, so you can understand these kind of movements. Where Bitcoin was here in this range, okay, during the last week, we were holding a zone that was quite important for me. It was quite important. It was basically the value area low of the trading zone that we formed since the 9th of November. Because this is a zone right there. This is another zone. This is a new zone that we created, okay, since the 9th of November for approximately around about a week. And I knew that this zone right over here was very important. The value area low is where the volume starts disappearing very aggressively. So we were just hovering around this stage here. And I knew if we were not going to successfully move down from this range over here, forming some possible bullish CVD divergence, okay, let me go straight right away through the bullish CVD divergence that we were forming yesterday as we created this dip right over here. Very important to see higher lows here on the price action and creating aggressive lower lows on the CVD on most of the exchanges, okay, on all of the exchanges basically of futures trading. So we know that there is selling pressure entering here, market orders, small fish that are likely going to get stopped out. Realizing that that move down here is likely going to create another wave here to the upside. If this level was not tested with this pump and we were to come down, we were likely going to come up and retest this high, okay? So just to give you that explanation, this is something that was mentioned in the Legends community. We talk about daily setups, analysis, the possibilities of the movements of the market. And this was basically it. If we move down here from these lows, which was the value area low since we formed from the 9th of November, okay, very important. If we move down from this range, not too much volume, start a mini range consolidation, forming bullish CVD divergence, hitting the 618 Fibonacci from this pivot low to the pivot high, I can tell you already there's a high probability this high is going to be tested. This high right over here will likely be tested. And this is what basically happened. We were moving up here, but the highs were not tested. So we moved down to my buying zone, basically right over here. And then obviously we had that massive pump to hit those levels. Some people in the Legends community did manage to catch that analysis, very much understanding that this move down is going to go to the 618 Fibonacci, potentially forming those bullish CVD divergence, low volume on the breakdown, value area low holding very nicely, okay, getting beneath it, but not a successful break as we were having that consolidation. Bang, this is your moment of pulling the trigger. We got some people here such as Simon, also Valerie, which is here in the comment section in this live stream, managing to jump into that long position. We got here Simon here also getting into that position right over here. Also, Kathy, sorry, not Valerie. Kathy was here also entering into that trade, managing to make some really nice profits from that analysis. So yes, you might think, okay, I'm bearish higher time frames. I'm really not that good on higher time frame analysis. We can talk about major levels of resistance and support, but what I try to focus more is in the lower time frames. That is where I feel where the analysis is very good, and I'm usually quite good at doing those shorter time frame predictions. Of course, I can be wrong. I'm never 100% right. That is obvious. Nobody's 100% right. But overall, we look at very carefully on the possibilities. We take many things into consideration, such as the CVD. We take a look here also at Fibonacci, realizing that this breakdown is unlikely to have successful move to the downside from the value area low if there's very low volume and we're forming bullish CVD divergence. Realizing that the price of Bitcoin in a corrective move at least wants to do 3 waves, if not 5 waves, right? If it were to be impulsive. So detecting this as a low, we have this rise to the upside and this consolidation. I know that with high probability that this high right over here, if it's not tested and we move down, we are likely to move up and test that level. That is almost $1,000 move here on Bitcoin. It was more around about $800. However, big move on Bitcoin, $800 move with a bit of leverage, you can make an absolute killing. So that was based on yesterday's analysis here in the Legends community, very much detecting that level to get that major bounce, hitting the 618 Fibonacci, okay? Just something that I want to talk about, of course, the Legends community where I post all of those updates, looking for this kind of double bottom right there at the 618 Fibonacci to get that rise to claim these highs. You can see here, right over here, looking for that dip to round about the 618 Fibonacci and then have that rise to test those highs. This is right there where we bounced, guys. 618 Fibonacci, there it is, the most respected fib level. Okay, so lower time frames, that is, my speciality is scalping and day trading. I look inside of the range. Of course, Bitcoin, when I'm looking at higher time frames, I'm going, oh my goodness, what is going to happen? Are we going to go to 48K or are we going to actually start dropping from here? Well, we don't really know. There could be a massive whale that moves the price up and down. We can talk about probabilities, but overall, lower time frames is where we do get those golden trades in the Legends community. If you are new here or you were not aware, you have a 10-day free trial, okay? We'll go through some analysis right now, but this is super important because a lot of people have been asking, hey, can I get a free trial? Is there a discount? I want to join, but I'm not sure. What are you talking about? Hey, okay, that's it. Let's do a 10-day trial for the people. You get 10 days inside of the Legends community for free. There, you only need to follow some steps, of course. That is signing up with one of the links in the description, okay? Share some love, show some support. If you sign up with a link in the description, deposit $100 for you to trade, and just look at the analysis and the possibilities that I talk about. You need to follow those steps, okay? You click on the first link to get that 10-day free trial. Just follow the steps here on the sheet that you have, okay? Diving in right away. Shall we talk about lower time frames? Shall we talk about some altcoins? Let me know right away in the comment section, okay? Just needed to talk about because that was an absolute beautiful golden, nice little day trade right over there. Okay, scalp day trade. It did take a couple of hours to play out, but overall, very, very nice movement. Very, very highly predictable. And this is what we focus on. Predictions, levels that we are interested in to take those trading decisions, right? I don't know if the price is going to pump from here or dump. I know certain levels that if they are hit, I know how they can react and where we could get into a trading opportunity, such as short, such as like a long. I know those levels very carefully. I know my plans, and you just need to follow the plans. Simple as that. Trading is boring, but overall, you're making gains, okay? The trading activity is boring, but making gains is not that boring. So you just need to stick to the plan. Let's continue here with Alpha Block. What is your prediction for the next Bitcoin bull run top? Are you planning to sell some of your sats even below all-time high? I am sorry. There is a macro bearish case scenario that is very disturbing, of course. There's a macro bearish case scenario. There's no guarantee. It is true that we need to pour, trillions of dollars need to be poured into Bitcoin to smash all-time high, okay? We need at least $1 more trillion to actually go well above all-time high, right? I think it was round about $1 trillion when we were round about $50,000, $60,000 range. I think the market cap of Bitcoin was sitting round about $1 trillion. We need another 300 billion to get close, okay? And we'll be in the 1 trillion market cap, okay? To go to all-time high. So there needs to be a lot of money pouring into Bitcoin. So it's just something that we need to be cautious about. Do the institutions, do the banks, big companies, do they have spare liquidity to invest into Bitcoin? That is the question that we need to ask ourselves. Because no doubt Bitcoin will hit all-time high. It will go above $100,000 in the coming years. Will it be in between 2024 and 2025 when that happens? Or will it might extend a little bit more? I'm a bull bear. I very much see the reality. I see the reality of the massive hype. We don't know if a super cycle could be around the corner, right? Because I know a lot of institutions, a lot of, big players out there, smart investors, billionaires, they are very much aware of inflation. They do see the danger of the devaluation of the dollar. So maybe why not? We're living in a digital world right now, and the most scarce and most valuable digital currency that there is right now, it is Bitcoin. And we can have a discussion about that. It is a reality. And maybe a lot of people during the next 1 to 2 years, okay, institutions, businesses, banks, they are going to realize that. They're going to do their proper research because they haven't done their research, a lot of them, during the last few years. So maybe it is about time. Now Bitcoin is out there. Now people are doing their research. The devaluation of the dollar in most of the currencies around the world is inevitable. It is happening. And it's going to be worse in the coming years. Super cycle could be around the corner. Never sell all of your Bitcoin. Maybe sell some. Like I said, if we were to go to $48,000, I might sell 5% of my portfolio, right? I might say, I'm going to take a bit of profits here, right? Just in case we get a pretty decent pullback. It would be a smart thing to do. If it does continue to the upside, well, I've only sold 5%. I've still got, a lot to sell, right? Obviously, as we go above all-time high, it's a moment where you should be DCAing out. In my opinion, I was not buying Bitcoin here in this massive run-up. I was thinking of, okay, when am I going to sell? What percentages am I going to sell? So I didn't have very much of a clear plan here to sell. I just thought, I don't like this consolidation. I'm selling 25% of everything except for Chainlink. So the next bull run, I'll be having different plans. Of course, I will be, dollar cost averaging out every $5,000 to $10,000 move to the upside. I'll be, getting 10% out first, then 5%, then another 5%, okay, as we move $10,000 above. It's just a plan that we need to have, right? Because then you stuck with the hype and you're like, are we going to go higher? Are we going to go higher? Well, nobody knows where the top is. But your question here, the Bitcoin bull run top, it's a very, very complex question. With all of the ETF stuff going on and institutions coming in, I would arguably discuss it would be in between $100,000 and $150,000 for a potential topping point. This whole thing of Bitcoin to $500,000, let's leave that for the next cycle potentially. But being realistic, I think in between $100,000 and $150,000 would be a topping point for Bitcoin for the next cycle. There is diminishing returns, so yeah, but this time's different. This time we have big institutions coming in, not small little retail fish, okay, that are, basically buying, 10 Bitcoin, 20 Bitcoin, 100 Bitcoin. These people will want a large stack of Bitcoin. So it can be different. It's just, we never know. Bitcoin is definitely really a disruption worldwide. And it can do crazy things. Let's continue with the comment section. I got a comment section here saying, Andy, do you like beer? I absolutely love beer. I do usually drink no alcohol beer during Monday and Friday. Stay focused. We need to stay focused. Stay focused, okay? Be careful with alcohol, with any addictions. We want to stay focused. When you're trading, you can do silly stuff. You want to stay focused Monday to Friday. But yeah, weekend, I like to have a couple of beers. Yeah, I like beer. I very much like beer. But yeah, we want to stay focused. I'm very, very careful with not, drinking beer Monday to Friday. Can you take a look at Constellation DAG? Thanks. Anonymous says, thanks for the super chat. Let's go right away. Hello from Austria, says Pete. Peter, Line, love your update. Thank you very much. Yeah, can you take a look at Algorand? Your day is going great so far. I hope your day is going so great so far. Waterswig, thank you very much. I want to take a look at all of the comments, guys, but it's just mission impossible. I can do an entire stream just taking a look at the comment sections, but I can't. I got a super chat, and obviously super chats do have priority. Let's take a look at DAG Constellation. This is actually a very disturbing cryptocurrency. The fundamentals of this one is they are very big. I think there's big companies, this one's, it has very high potential. It uses the same system as FTM, Phantom. So it doesn't run through blockchain technology. And there are big companies behind this one, behind DAG. I did a little bit of research on this, and it seems like a very, very powerful project. I would want to allocate some of my stable coins into this one because it's very, very interesting. Phantom did absolutely insane. It was one of the best performing altcoins out there. It uses the same technology. And Phantom, I remember seeing this one at 2 cents, back in the bear market of, 2018, 2019. It was absolutely crazy. This one had an absolutely insane run. And as it's a much larger market cap than DAG, and it runs the same technology, this one has insane potential to grow much more from its current point, okay, compared to Phantom. This one is absolutely beauty. This is a bottom formation. We could discuss this all day long. This for me is a bottom formation, and if you want accumulate a good cryptocurrency project, which I do think that this one is, these are the moments you want to stack up, right? Whether it does go back down to the lows here created back in October to round about 2 cents, then it was just, that's a 50% drop almost, okay? So you just imagine putting, $10,000 and then in 2 months, your $10,000 is worth almost 5,000. It's like, oh my goodness, you got a bit of a hit, but it's the only way, okay? It's the only way. This is a nice bottom formation, okay? That basically is good for buying, in my personal opinion, right? No financial advice, of course, but this one is a pretty decent project. And yeah, I mean, this is the moment you want to start scooping up some of these tokens. Crypto coins, actually. They're not tokens because they're not run on the Ethereum network. But going on lower time frames, it has had a quite nice rally during the last few weeks. Really nice uptrend. Pretty stable uptrend with higher lows. However, it could get another leg down. It could get another leg down. We need to recognize that this is still very much in a bearish trending environment, and it could go for a little bit longer, at least a few more months. Till the halving, till after the halving, I think a lot of the altcoins that have been pumping will get a corrective move at some point, and that is based on the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance for me is still bullish. But this one is if you're looking at spot buying, no doubt that this is the moment you want to start spot buying, no doubt. If it goes lower, then I would say, DCA onto this project, because at some point it will get that huge, massive pump, okay? And it's probably weeks away, maybe months away, but even weeks away. So not much on the lower time frame. It is steadily in an uptrend. It could have another leg up here to test the highs. It looks pretty good as it has had a three-wave structure corrective move. You are creating higher lows here still. So it makes sense that this could actually come all the way up to the highs again to have a retest, okay? It has actually tested the bottom here and got a really nice local swing failure pattern from the lows. Very, very choppy crypto. It has its volatile moves here, as you can see. Spike to the upside, spike to the downside. I would not be interested very much in trading this with high leverage for day trade and scalping. But overall, I like the three-wave structure. You are creating higher lows. So there is a possibility in forming a higher low here at this point at 3.5 cents and have another, another leg up to test the highs here at 4.3 cents. We are in an uptrend. We could not deny that for the last few weeks. So it doesn't look that bad. Let's continue here through the comment section. Plan the trade, trade the plan. Yes, sir, Nick. Very true. Andy, you are snitching all the secrets. How pros now will be able to make money. Trading works. It just works. Technical analysis and trading ranges. It just works. It's realizing, I'm going to tell you, most of the people here in this move that we talked about yesterday, about this being a long position to take profits at these highs, I'm going to tell you that most of the people are going to think that this is going to roll down and test the lows. This is a target zone. This is a take profit zone for people that are shorting this range. People that are shorting here, this is a take profit. This is a stop loss range, right? It's simple to understand. Sometimes, of course, we could come down and get the wick, but this is why we need some reactions. We need bullish CVD divergence. We need to realize that, usually these moves are formed by three waves. 1, 2, 3, creating another high. We only created one wave here to the upside. It's realizing the third wave here to the upside as well. So there's no secret. Trading is trading. It's winners and losers, and we want to be in the winner's side. We need to think, okay, I think most of the people think that we are going to roll down to test this low. So, I think we are going to actually create a higher low right there and have another high above this level, which would be our take profit zone. So it's like really, really technical. I think a lot of people that need to learn how to take profits and have their targets. When I talk about here in the Legends community about the possibilities of a trading setup, it's you get in here, you manage your risk very well, beneath the low with, a consolidation or a double bottom, manage risk very well, enter a trade and look for a possible target, which would be this high. Obviously, this is a take profit zone. You like it or not, you taking your profits here, because I don't know if the price is going to break through and continue to the upside. A lot of people will be getting into the long. They are excited because price is pumping, and they're going to hold on into that trade, and then suddenly the price is bang, coming back to your entry. You did not take profits where you needed to take profits, and people miss out in taking those profits. So when we talk about these scenarios, it's, hey, you are entering at this movement down, you are taking profits at the high, period. That is it. You do it. It's a technical move. If you don't take profits, I cannot help you. I talk about the levels of profit, the levels of entry, how to manage risk. If you don't want to follow and do your own thing, then, at the end of the day, I can only help you the way that I can read the market and how I trade. I think BTC dominance has topped and altcoin rally is starting, says Chris. We are in a parabolic phase with stocks, and a crash is coming with recession soon. So, and parabolic phase with stocks, and a crash is coming with us soon, with a recession soon. So, I am bullish on the ES. ES is looking quite bullish. We talked about this the other day. We managed to get above this major level of resistance. This is bullish. For me, stock market is going to rise here to the highs of July, creating a new yearly high, okay? And maybe even an all-time high in the coming months. Overall, it is still bullish. I'm not sure how the price is going to react to this high, but overall, it is likely to be hit in the coming weeks. It's likely to happen. Problem is, how is this high going to be tested? Will we create a double top? I don't really know. This is why, higher time frame prediction, like, stock market is going to be pumping, in 2024, and we're going to all-time high and higher. I want to see how we react to this high, because we could actually double top from that level. If we do start creating this kind of price action, I'm going to be like, woof, this ain't looking great. It ain't looking massively great. This could be a double top, and we're going to start breaking down. we're just going to have to see what kind of price action is created here to take the decisions, guys. Hey, over 400 people watching. I need a little bit of your support, guys. Come on. We just, all together right now, we can get to 200 likes. Come on, guys. Smash up the like button. Share some love here. I'm only here to interact with the community, share my opinion, and I just need a little bit of your love, of course. We double topped. Crash is coming now. Lol. We got someone lolling here. End of days. We double topped. How we double topped right here? I guess you're talking about this double top right over here, right? So possibly you're talking about this double top. It is disturbing that we haven't claimed this high. It is very disturbing. I did on my video, Elliott wave theory, a little bit of analysis explaining you how if this high is not taken and we come down to $34,000 and below that range, I can already tell you that this is what is likely to happen. Okay? This is likely to happen if we start falling down now to $34,000 range. The amount of support that there is absolutely huge. And it does make sense that we do have one more wave here to the upside, looking at Elliott wave theory, okay, inside of this stage, okay? It's likely that we should be creating one more wave up. One more wave up is likely. So yeah, maybe short term we have topped out here and we're going to move down. I can already tell you people are going to be extremely bearish as we start going through $34,000. That is the moment that I will be ready with great risk to get into a possible long position. That is a massive level, guys. We like it or not. We've got untapped daily level. We got a potential end of a fourth wave, very likely to create one more wave to the upside. This was explained on the previous video that was posted yesterday, giving the explanation on why this zone is extremely strong support, the $34,000. We do have also a CME gap down there, okay? Whoever likes gaps, I don't really bother much about gaps, but for all of those people that are like, see, there is a gap there, we need to fill it. Yeah, I mean, there is a small little gap right here, around about $34,000. There is a likelihood that we're going to sweep up these lows. Another reason why we do have liquidity at $34,000. There's a lot of liquidity there. A lot of liquidity. Was it like $1 billion liquidation? There's a lot of liquidity down here at $34,000. We're going to hit that level at some point. We are going to hit that level at some point. The question is when and how we can take advantage. This is why we use technical analysis. This is why we are ready for the price. If we do continue pumping here, say in the next coming days, by next week, right, start of Monday, if we do get that, I'll go through the super chat right now in 1 second. We need to realize that liquidity is going to be picked up at some point. That CME gap is likely to be filled. The liquidity down there is massive. We start pumping from here, I will be ready for the price to get a rejection. I don't know if it is going to reject, but if it does, that will be the moment that all of these higher lows, that is your moment. That is your ticket. You not break out from this zone, the new yearly high successfully. It is the moment you want to look for that short position, because that move to the downside is highly, highly probable. However, with this high not being tested and you move down from here, you claim that liquidity, the move to the upside is kind of very likely as well, okay? So I'm going to be ready for both scenarios. Whichever level is hit first, I will be ready to go against the trend. Now, it's very hard to go against the trend as you're moving down to this zone. This is why we want those reactions. We want to see the wicks. We want to see the price stopping. I'm not going to jump into a falling knife. Don't worry. I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about more people that are listening to me and looking at the analysis. Falling knife is not when you want to get into the long position. You want to get that reaction. The moment you start reacting and bouncing from that zone is where you want to take that decision and manage your risk very well, because you can be very much in a very good position here for a long. But we need the stop. I need the price to stop at that level. We don't stop, I will just enjoy the price, seeing the price where it's going to go. Right? These are really non-events for me. They are non-events. These waterfalls and these, massive pumps, they are non-events for me. Unless I'm already in a swing trade. And I'm not very much of a swing trader. So we need to pay attention to that. I'll go through that super chat right away, okay? Let's go. Lee, how are you doing? Yo, thanks for the super chat, my man. Yo, Andy, since it's the season of giving, I wanted to show some love. Hey, thanks for the $10 super chat, my man. Very much appreciated. No need though, but I think, obviously it's to read the comment. But thank you very much for your kindness. From the Jesus Coin fam. Thank you for everything you do. God bless. Thank you very much for the super chat, my man. Very much appreciated. You have a great weekend and a great end of the year. Right. We going to $34,000, says Rules. I like $34,000. It's a liquidation event moment. What if we do go up first to 38K? This is the problem with the swing traders. Unless you have been shorting from these highs, this is a problem with short traders. If you move up to the upside, are you going to add to your short position? What happens if we break through this zone? What will you be doing? What will those shorters do? Will they be adding to their position? Who knows if we're going to go to $40,000 or above? Will they be staying short and strong? That is my question. Just like Il Capo. Short and strong since we were trading at 20K. My goodness. You must have got absolutely wrecked. These swing traders that are long and strong and short and strong, just especially when the price is moving against them very strongly, it's very, very dangerous. People can get extremely wrecked. So that is the main question, guys. I really don't know if $38,000 or 34 is going to come first. I will be ready to reverse from that point. So yeah, inverse head and shoulders on Ethereum on the 5-minute time frame. The trend this year has been 1 month up and 2 months, and it's been 1 month up. Maybe trend break. Maybe. So let's take a look at that inverted head and shoulder. Also, the Bitcoin dominance. Some people are bearish on the Bitcoin dominance. I think this is going to hold. I think Bitcoin dominance is bullish, guys. We are in a bullish trend for many months already. We are breaking resistance zones, hanging them as support. It looks like that dominance is going to continue up. So I do see some altcoins, moving down potentially in the coming months. So we just want to be a little bit cautious. Yes, they are pumping now, of course, and they could pump a little bit more. But Bitcoin dominance is bullish. We like it or not still for the last few months. Let's take a look at Ethereum here on the lower time frame, see what's going on Ethereum. Inverted head and shoulder, is that on the 5-minute or 15-minute, right? More like a descending neckline, inverted head and shoulder. Could you say yes, no? Volume is very poor on this movement to the upside. We're just testing here the highs and failing to break out from this high, creating a bit of a failed auction, swing failure pattern. It ain't looking that bad. I would like to see a bit more of a retracement here on Ethereum, to be honest, to get into a long trade, right? If you think that this is an inverted head and shoulder with a descending neckline and you want to long here the breakout because you have the projected target, right, which is the head to the neckline, breakout right there. This would not be a level to long exactly. The pullback to manage risk very well and stop well beneath the lows, for that possible long, then yes. But right here, it would not be a level to long for me. I would need that pullback. Right. Your thoughts on VeChain could be interesting, Andy. VeChain, yeah, VeChain, I do still have a bag of VeChain. I did sell 25% in the bull run back in 2021. The VeChain was the token that I bought on the C19 crash. It did over a 40x in my portfolio, over 40x. So did make some really nice gains on Chainlink, on VeChain in the last bull run. VeChain for me is looking pretty nice. It's looking pretty nice. I think it's one of those that is struggling a little bit to get above this high. We think we talked about this on another stream. It looks like a little bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom, where you have a sharp bottom right there and a nice round formation, and then you kind of breaking out and managing to hold as support this proven level of resistance that got rejected twice here. Looking at the daily chart, we're talking about the 2 cent level. This could actually be a pretty nice support for VeChain to actually go to higher levels. Not looking that bad. This one could start moving aggressively in the next coming days. It ain't looking too bad. It ain't looking too bad. Holding quite nicely here. Right. Why Avalanche is pumping and Ethereum falling? Very good question. Well, I think, AVAX is... What is AVAX doing? Yeah, I mean, AVAX was lagging behind a lot of them. We talked about Avalanche here when it was trading above $10, saying, this one is likely to pop. Managed to hold nicely as support a few days ago from this high. Bang, bang, bang. So this is what we can analyze with VeChain, for example, right? A lot of these projects, especially in the top 50, top 100, when you analyze them on higher time frames, a lot of them are lagging behind. And just so you see the formation here, for example, right? Look at this one and look at this one, which is Avalanche. Okay, look at AVAX right there. And this is what I want to make understand a lot of people. Of course, it doesn't mean that they need to follow, but you can see this kind of Adam and Eve double bottom. Spike here, move to the resistance level, round formation, you pop out, and you manage to hold as support and you rise. Look at this chart over here on Avalanche, and then look at this one here on VeChain, right? We've got the double bottom Adam and Eve, you broke out, hold as support, you rocketed here. When you take a look at VeChain, you have a kind of a similarity right there. They're just lagging behind. It did break out, very much more choppy as it's a lower cap cryptocurrency compared to Avalanche. But this is like moment of truth. If you were wanting to long, cryptocurrency such as VeChain here, you would, this would be a moment that you could say, okay, I would want to get into a swing long position, low leverage, low capital, manage your risk very well. Don't go crazy and expect this to actually hold in the coming days to get the rise. Because you can see the double bottom formation. This is multi-months. This is looking at the daily chart. When we do take a look at Avalanche, we formed something very, very similar here during the last few months. Double bottom, we broke out here from the resistance point, and it managed to hold as support very, very nicely. This was just a few days ago. Look at the rise, look at the move down, the bounce to the neckline from double bottom Adam and Eve. We could be seeing this as well. This might be holding very nicely on VeChain, and it's ready to get that movement up, right? Get everybody surprised. Bam, get that rally. So I would take this with a grain of salt, of course. All depends on Bitcoin. All depends on the general markets. Bitcoin drops 10%. This ain't going to survive. It will not survive the pressure of, the markets dropping, Bitcoin dropping, Ethereum dropping. These altcoins will likely follow. So it is a lot of speculation as well. But overall, it's definitely a possibility. I like it. It ain't looking bad. It ain't looking bad here for that bounce, claim of the highs, and possibly continuation to the upside. Not looking bad at all, guys. VeChain can be traded on Bybit. It can be traded on Mexi. I'm not sure what platform you are using for trading. Of course, the ones that I have been using and ones that I use right now, I have been using Bybit, my favorite one, for over 4 years. I cannot trade on Bybit at the moment. Of course, it all depends where you live. There are restrictions. I cannot use it anymore. If you can use it, there's an insane bonus of $30,000, okay? $30,000, of course, it's a deposit bonus. If you deposit less, you'll be getting less bonus. However, there's a great bonus right there. For me, it is one of the best exchanges. Been using it for over 4 years, and it's absolutely great. You got the link in the description, second link, okay, to claim that bonus on Bybit. If you cannot trade on Bybit, you want a platform with no KYC, I would go with MEXC. It's the one that I am using currently. I absolutely love MEXC. They have very low fees for scalping. You got a great bonus of 20k as well. You can trade VeChain there, for example. They have a lot of altcoins. VeChain can be traded on MEXC. Take advantage of the bonus. If you sign up with a link in the description, you also have a 10-day trial. This is a campaign that we're running till Monday approximately. So you got till Monday to sign up with a link. Join the Legends community as well, where I provide those updates mainly on Bitcoin for those trading opportunities, guys. Take advantage of this because we're likely going to get this off around about Monday or so. Sunday, Monday. Well, tomorrow or Monday, very likely we're going to finish that trial for people joining, you know, just to see what's going on in the Legends, such as that beautiful long setup that we talked about yesterday. Very, very nice setup here on Bitcoin that happened yesterday very, very nicely. Looking at that careful analysis here, looking for the high probability bounce from this range. Really, really nice. Nice day trade. Anyway, let's continue here. VeChain, not looking too bad. Very similar to Avalanche. We got that nice, beautiful double bottom scenario just at the support right now on VeChain. Ain't looking too bad. Let's take a look at another cryptocurrency, shall we? Thanks, Andy. Sharp observation. C. Todo, you're very much welcome. And are you on the trip, Andy? What's going on? Let me go through. Andy, are you an investor in carbon credits? No. What do you think about Heikin-Ashi candles? Yeah, I just don't use them. I don't use Heikin-Ashi candles. Not my thing. Where are they? Heikin-Ashi. Yeah. I mean, no, I like the solid candles. These are confusing candles. I like the classic candles. Japanese candlesticks. Love the videos. Daniel, thank you very much. Andy, can you check Cake? Okay, let's take a look at Cake right away here for somebody in the community. I've seen Cake here a couple of times already in the comment section. So let's take a look at Cake right away. Philip, how are you doing? Hello, Andy. Good to listen to you on a weekend. Thank you very much. Yeah, Cake. Cake had a significant rally here for the last few weeks. Right now, it is a bit choppy. It is a little bit choppy, struggling to get above here this bottom formation created in June of 2022. We did have a small little consolidation back in April of 2023, struggling a little bit to get above that level. So no doubt, if it does manage to break successfully, we could see Cake go to higher levels. But for the moment, it is no doubt just some basic support resistance flip at the moment, getting a little bit of reaction. We got a perfect rejection here on the 6th of November, hitting the exact low right there, and bang, quick little pullback, significant pullback. Actually got a quick nice 20% pullback from that level. So right now it did have another attempt to break above this level. A bit choppy. It is a little bit choppy. Nevertheless, it is in still a pretty decent uptrend. You break down from this higher low support trend line, it will not be looking great for Cake. We got a bit of volume strategy going on right now on Cake. Could be getting a pretty decent bounce from this zone actually. Why is this? Because we have a nice pump here with high volume. We got another nice pump with high volume, breaking above the high volume candle right over here, right? So we can see here, high volume candle, breaking out with some pretty nice, decent volume as well. Very much a corrective move. This is right now at a very, very strong high volume candle right over here. It could get a pretty decent bounce from this range to have an attempt again to come to the highs. based on higher low structure, based on volume. Volume is still very much to the upside. It is impulsive. Moves down are still corrective. Has a chance to actually get a rise here and have another attempt to break here this resistance zone, at least to have an attempt to hit these highs, right? So not looking too bad. Basically it is in an uptrend. High volume to the upside. These are corrective moves. They are very, very corrective. These are impulsive. They are fast. They have high volume. We are sitting at a high volume node right there, which is acting as support. So no doubt we could get a rise here to have an attempt to hit the highs maybe here in the next coming days. Ain't looking too bad. Recognizing the trend, recognizing the corrective move, it could be ready to get a rise, no doubt. You do use leverage, and how much? Do you use leverage and how much? It all depends on your strategy. Are you scalping? Are you day trading? Are you swing trading? If I'm swing trading, I would use, depending on, if it's Bitcoin, I would use in between 5 and 15x leverage on isolated. That is if I'm swing trading. If I'm day trading, it would be around about 40, 50x. If I'm scalping, it can be from 60x to 80x. If I'm looking for those small little $100 to $200 moves, on Bitcoin, I'm using high leverage, always using the risk management, which is calculating the percentage of your capital. You can never lose more than 3% in one single trade. The moment you are minus 10% of your trading capital in a trade and you're adding to your position and stuff like that, you're going to get absolutely wrecked. That is not the way how we trade. We trade based on calculations of your capital. You can never lose more than 3% of your trading capital in a trade. If that is the case, then you're not applying the rules of trading and you will get burnt. Simple as that. The rules are simple. Humans are not simple. We do not make trading simple, but it's mechanical. Trading is mechanical. You need to apply certain rules, certain plans. You follow them, you're going to make gains. You don't follow them, you start making poor decisions and think that the price is going to reverse at some point. I think the price is going to bounce at some point, so I'm going to add to my position. You're going to get burnt like that. I used to trade like that, and I had a very bad time trading that way. My trades they're mechanical. They're this is the strategy. These are the take profit zones. This is the risk management that I'm doing. I follow the rule. It is boring, I know, but it's what we need to do. So you're making gains at the end of the week, right, or at the end of the month. So leverage is just a tool, basically. What leverage do I use? It doesn't matter. It depends on your trading strategy. What's more important is no trade can lose more than 3% of your capital. That is it. You can use 100x if you want. It doesn't matter. But if your stop loss is losing more than 3% of your capital, then you need to change your strategy. You need to change your, you're not doing right. A lot of people, how much leverage? 100x is too much. 200x is too much. It all depends on what you're risking. You cannot lose more than 3%. Okay, so you can use as much leverage as you want. You apply your risk management. I have a feeling that DOT is going to explode too. DOT is looking very, very good. L1s and L2s, it's lagging far behind. Yes, DOT is looking very good. Let's take a look at DOT right away. Yeah, I mean, this one is in a it's a very... Same thing here, same thing. I mean, the double bottom, it doesn't look that great, but it's kind of an Adam and Eve. Same scenario. It's struggling to get above this resistance level. It's lagging behind. We have a massive descending wedge structure here, multi-monthly descending wedge. As soon as this one pops, this is going to rally big time. I see an easy 2x DOT here in the next coming weeks and months. Easily I would be targeting around about the $10 range. This is an easy 2x in my opinion. Of course, you can be down 10%, 20% in the coming weeks. Stay cautious for that possible pullback if it does happen to Bitcoin and some of the larger caps such as Ethereum as well. But nevertheless, this is just going to be temporarily. This is going to be temporarily. You're going to get that rise at some point. So looking very good. For me, this is a good spot buy at the moment. if you want to make some quick gains in the next coming weeks, maybe a couple of months. No financial advice as always. This is only my personal opinion, but it's pretty obvious, right? We looked at Solana as well, many weeks ago, and talked about the same scenario here as, hey, this is the moment you want to start buying up, right? When you start losing, breaking the lower high resistance. Just a lot of the altcoins, such as Polkadot, for example, Avalanche, not Avalanche anymore, that start kicking off, but Polkadot. This is looking pretty juicy. You're going to get people talking about Polkadot as soon as you get it trading above, $10. That is the moment you're going to say Polkadot is rallying. We want to be ready. I wouldn't be too interested in swing trading this. I would be more interested for a spot buy. I don't know. Get some on your portfolio. When it doubles, take your initial investment out. Mark Dutch, how are you doing, my man? You just joined the live stream as soon as I was going to drop off. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining. Polkadot looks very interesting, guys. For me, it's a pretty nice buy, spot buy, in my opinion. Maybe a swing long position with very low leverage, 3x, 4x, and hold on for a few weeks till it actually gets the pop. Algorand as well, it's lagging here. You got that double bottom formation, you got bang, bang, nice round formation. This is just a full recipe for the price to, explode. It might get another pullback here if Bitcoin drops, but overall I'm looking for that snap out here of the 14-cent level on Algorand. And for me, this is also a good spot buy. It is a good spot buy. Nice multi-monthly consolidation in a range here. Really, really good. Andy, why cryptos in general move up with BTC and sell when BTC is going down? Why are all cryptos paired with Bitcoin? Seems like one graphic will rule them all. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, this is based on it's based on the markets in general, right? Why if the S&P 500 drops? Yeah, if the S&P 500 drops, why is DAX 30, the German stock market? Why does it drop too? All of the markets are, they are paired together, right? Obviously with the US, if the US stock market is going to crash, you will see many other markets follow. So Bitcoin is the leader in cryptocurrency. So you would expect, obviously, it's just a natural nature. It's the nature of crypto. It's the nature of the markets. Bitcoin is the leading, cryptocurrency, and of course, why would an altcoin be bullish if Bitcoin is dropping very aggressively, right? It's just, it is what it is. It's the nature. Stock market S&P 500 drops. Take a look at DAX 30, for example, the German stock market. It will correlate with the S&P 500 if it gets a huge drop. It's just a general sentiment worldwide. It happens. BTC to 37K any minute. 200x long opened, says Bernie. I need to drop out right away, guys, from the live stream. I'm going to have dinner with my mother. Today is Saturday. It is mother time. Need to go and see my mother. She's my #1 supporter. I'm going to have dinner with her, and I need to go. It ain't looking bad. It is in an uptrend. Weekend, very boring. We just got some moves of a few $100s up and down. I would not expect the weekend to have a major rally of over $1,000 to go to 38K or a major drop to 34K. I think we're just going to be ranging during the weekend, guys. So not much more we're going to talk about here based on day trading and scalping. If you want those updates, you have the Legends community, of course, where we do talk about internal levels for that nice day trade. Nobody can explain the correlation. Very true. Yeah, it's just correlated and that's it. BTC is the bus driver, says Philip. Absolutely. Very true. How is Mum Jackie doing? She's doing very well. She's doing very well. Thanks for asking, Bernie. Guys, goodbye, my man. Yes. Take some time, get the weekend enjoying. I haven't been trading today. No trading tomorrow, I think, unless I see a very good opportunity. Weekend is for chilling. Weekend is to, relax, spend time with family, friends. I like to go on the weekend for a live stream, interact with the community a little bit, talk about some altcoins, maybe some good spot buys. I think, you know, Polkadot is looking very juicy, guys. Very, very nice indeed. So take it into consideration, do your research. But it looks like, you know, there could be some gains be done here on Polkadot for the next coming weeks. Also, Algorand. Algorand is the cryptocurrency from Mark Dirch. Mark Dirch is an absolute legend. You guys know him. Been a moderator here for over 2 years, I would say, easily. Guys, thank you very much for joining the live stream. I will do another Sunday live stream tomorrow. Chill out, getting the week ready. Let's do a Sunday live stream tomorrow to get the week ready. We'll be doing some shorter time frame analysis on Bitcoin to analyze the situation and take a look at, you know, where we could have the next, you know, good opportunities. I think I'm going to do some spot buying for Polkadot. Why not? I missed out on Solana, missed out on Avalanche. Polkadot is an insane project, and we can see it here based on the chart that we could be making some pretty nice gains in the coming weeks on Polkadot. So I think it's time. I'm going to allocate some. I'm going to buy some Polkadot, guys. Why not? We can do that. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.